Well, we think Bernie Sanders' presidency, or even the prospect that he wins the nomination, probably presents one of the key risks for markets as we move through 2020. And that's largely because what you're going to see is the market will have to price the prospect of rising tax rates or a reversal of the tax cuts we saw in 2017. And that will be a rather major hit to earnings if the market needs to anticipate that.
Which would be the most market-friendly candidate on the Democratic side, do you think?
On the Democratic side, I think what would be very interesting is if you have a large break in terms of support within the Democratic Party, you get to a contested convention, and then somehow Michael Bloomberg starts to come to the fore in terms of potential winner there. I think, unfortunately, it looks like Joe Biden is slipping. He would probably be the other, let's call it, less contentious candidate as it regards to markets.
Norman, just to unpack that a little bit more, you said that Bernie Sanders is a risk for markets if he is elected. Are you able to quantify the impact? Tell me what that would look like.
Yeah.
And also, just on a second point of follow-up, is it still the base case that Trump wins the election in 2020?
So if we look at Bernie Sanders, I think a straightforward way to look at it, we saw the benefit to companies in 2018 from the tax cuts that Trump implemented in 2017. So roughly speaking, let's call it a 10 percentage point in average tax rates through the American corporate sector. If we assume that the Sanders, President Sanders would reverse that, you essentially have to take that out of corporate earnings, and obviously that would be a fairly large hit to earnings going forward. In terms of a Sanders-Trump race, let's say in November, if you look at the polling there, that's roughly 50-50 in terms of who wins, so they're polling very close. And I think the challenge for a Sanders-Trump race, Sanders, like Trump, really will expand the electorate and bring, especially for Sanders, a lot of young people into the electorate. And so, like in 2016, it's going to make the polling very difficult to really understand whether it's accurate or not.